Video is going to be about the movie The Substance, and I'm really sorry about me breathing loud or me sniffling. It's just because I have allergies. Please like and subscribe. I love you. Today we're going to be talking about the movie The Substance. I'm going to tell you guys the plot, but I'm going to look off my phone. The film covers the invention of a new type of drug that allows the component, like the person, to create a separate version of themselves in a younger and more beautiful form. If you're old, you're still beautiful too, by the way. But the main character begins to abuse the rules of the substance in any attempt to stay young and beautiful forever. But this creates a dark series of events. And I wrote some notes down. Okay. These are the rules of the substance. There's an activator, and you can only use it one time. There's a stabilizer, and there's a switch. They have food in the box that's given to you, and they have food for your old body and your new body. Your old body is like your original form, but your new body is like your new form. Not your new form, but you're the different version of yourself. And you activate only once. You stabilize every single day. You switch every 7 days without expectation. Not expectation, but like you better switch every 7 days or something's going to happen. But and the stabilizer is like the juice that comes out your old self. Okay. The movie starts off with someone injecting green substance into an egg yolk. Then it duplicates itself. Elizabeth Sparkle is the main character, and she gets introduced by one of those like movie stars, you know? They're like on the roads in Hollywood. And everyone was passing it in the beginning, like admiring it, but then everybody slowly stopped admiring it, and even like a hamburger gets dropped on it, and it was slowly fading away, but it was still there, and it even had cracks in it. And she has a dancing class. This is how she got famous, and it's her birthday also. Everybody's saying, telling her happy birthday, happy birthday. But she's looking for the bathroom, and the woman's bathroom is closed, so she has to she goes into the men's one. And when she's going into the men's one, her manager walks in there, and she overhears her manager talking about her and saying how she's too old and stuff, and how they need younger people to please the audience. But he's really just pleasing himself, because I know he's a perv. He's a freaking perv. That's exactly what the fuck he is. And he wants to replace her with somebody else. After he leaves the bathroom, she stares into the mirror, and she's like, damn, she was just sad, because shit, actually, if someone had said that about me, I would have just left. I would have just told them, keep whatever the fuck they want. Because you're not going to make me change myself. Because you're a fucking perv. And you want someone younger. But, Loki, the younger girl was eating it up. I'm not going to hold you. Because Elizabeth was, doing, old little tricks. When I say, she was, doing old Zumba classes, that's what, whatever. I'm getting off topic. But yeah, she's looking in the mirror because of the comments that she made about her being old and her being upset. Girl, she's only 50. That's not that old. But I feel it's not even that old. And after that scene, they're in a restaurant, and the manager and Elizabeth are in a restaurant together, and he's talking about how he has to let her go, and he's just fucking up these shrimp. Fucking them up. And I'll insert a clip right here. not a clip, but I'll insert like some type of picture. But yeah, he's just fucking them up, fucking them up. And she was driving home sad, and she saw a picture of like her billboard getting torn down. Actually, yeah, a picture of her billboard getting torn down, and she it was like a toothpaste commercial. It was like an ad for toothpaste, and she's just looking at the billboard, and she gets hit by a car. Like, she's driving in the car and she gets hit, and it was a really bad crash. They were like spinning and twirling and shit. And while she's in the after that, I think she like blacks out. While she's in the emergency room, they're checking her out or whatever. They're checking her vitals and stuff. And the doctor says, there's a doctor and a nurse in there, and Elizabeth. And the doctor said, "Oh my God, my wife is a really big fan of yours." And she didn't say shit. Like, she was just turned around, just sad and shit. And he had said happy birthday. And then she just started bawling. And then he was like, "Oh, my bad. Shit." And then he walks out. But this was like kind of before they were like doing her vitals, like checking her vitals. He was just checking it off the list or whatever. He was like, "Well, I just hope you have a good birthday." The doctor left, and the nurse is with the doctor. I mean, the nurse is in there, and the nurse is like saying, "Oh, I need to check something else." I'll insert a picture of the nurse if I can. But his ass was taking that substance. He was taking that substance. He was taking the substance, and that's why he was checking her out. Because he was like, "Oh, you're a good component." I mean, what did he say? He switches to, he's just like, "Oh, you're all good." And then he gives him, I mean, oh my God. He gives her back her jacket, and there's like a little USB drive in there with a number on the back, and a nut, like it folded in paper. And after it's folded in paper, after she looks at it, she opens it up, and she was like, "Ooh, what is this?" And it says on the note, it's like this really worked, like this is really good. And it was a USB drive, and it had a number on the back. And afterwards, she runs into her 10th grade classmate Fred, and Fred is like, "Oh my God, you're so beautiful. Like, I never thought I was gonna see you again," and stuff like that. And then he asks her out, like, with his number or whatever, but he drops the number in mud, like dirty water, like under them. But like, it was just like a little puddle, and he gives it to her. And I'm like, not gonna lie, I don't know why she took it. I mean, I would have took it. Okay, the girl has to be. Actually, I would just ask for another one. But like, the paper was all wet and stuff. But whatever. He was saying how she followed her through her whole career and stuff. But she watches when she gets home, she watches the USB drive, and it's like an ad for substance, and it's like basically like explaining how the substance works. And it's like, you're good now, but there could always be a better version of you. And it was stuff like that. And I was like, I feel like that's where you get fucked up. Because it's like, girl, be happy with the version that you have now. Like, or like, do something else. You don't have to like, okay, it's like different on different spectrums, but like, this, my bad, actually, it's crazy. And she takes the substance or whatever. I mean, she doesn't take the substance yet. She goes out, she like throws the USB drive away because she's like, I don't need this. Right, girl, you don't need it. But she goes out drinking by herself. And then when she gets home, she throws everything up. She regurgitates everything back up, and she's just like looking in the mirror, pondering, and like she's just pondering for a motherfucker. And she's looking at all her fucking old Grammys and stuff. And after she was looking at her old Grammys, she sees this snow globe one, and she's like shaking it, and she like throws it. She throws it at a picture of herself, and Let me see what else. She, you know what? She digs in the trash and gets the USB drive and like calls the number saying that she wants it or whatever. And he asks for her address, and he gives her an address. And she goes to the address. No, she gets a card delivered in her mail, and the numbers are 503. 503, and that's like her card for her subscription, you know? But she goes to the address, and the address is like in a sketchy ass alleyway. A really sketchy alleyway. And I wouldn't go there. At that point, I would have said, I don't even want it no more. Because they're in like Los Angeles, and I don't know, but she tapped her little card. Like, if you were like trying to enter somewhere, like that you work, she tapped the card and the door like opened up. But like, it was like one of those chain doors that like open up and not open up like one of the wooden doors, you know? But it only opened up like a crack, like halfway, so she had to like go under it. And after she went under it, she like went into this hallway. Had to just walk down this hallway, and one of the doors had like a big white room, and she sees like, I guess, let me see, some like locks to get your mail. If like, for example, if you lived in an apartment, to get your mail out, but you had to like tap your key card. And she tapped her key card, and she saw the brown box, and with everything in it. And she returned back to the house, and she opened up the box, and she saw the activator, stabilizer, and switch. And it was like, you better not do that, girl. Nah, that's what I was saying in my head. You better not do that, because I'm not gonna inject some. I'll insert a picture of what the freaking green slime looks like. I'm not finna inject no freaking Gary's green semen in my veins. Like, who has time for that? I don't know, but she injects herself, and everything around her like starts spinning, and like she's like, help me, help, and doing shit like that. I'm so sorry for doing that. And her pupils start to like, they don't start to do that, but like they start to like, if there was one pupil right here, one pupil right there, and it like starts to like separate, like the egg yolk. And like the pupils were like different colors, and then one of the other pupils like went down, and then she gave birth through like her back with the old body. I know this sounds like a whole bunch of yapping, but I swear it's not. When she got fired from the old company, the new lady is gonna come, like her new form. In her new form, her name is Sue. Sue, S-U-E, Sue. And she's young. She's like 20-something. And they're like, she goes to the tryouts or whatever to replace Elizabeth. And she gets in. They're like, oh my god, I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you so much. I love you. You're gonna do great. You're gonna do great. And it's like stuff like that. And she's just like, oh my god. Oh my god, I just love this so much. And she gets in, and she tells them, I have a like scheduling thing. Like I can do every other week, cause in between those weeks I go to my mother's house to go take care of her cause she's sick. When she says her mother's house, she's talking about her like old body. She's taking care of her old body. And she starts getting a whole bunch of attention. She has like a little show that replaced Elizabeth's, and it's all going really good for her. But the thing is, when they switch bodies, she's like getting mad at her old self, but when she's in her old body, she gets mad at her new self. But the person kept telling her like, no, you guys are one, and you guys aren't separate, so you can't really get mad at, like, you know? And you have to switch back in the 7 days, or if you don't, you'll start like getting like aging. Like the first time she didn't switch back, her finger like started to get real old, and for like 3 months straight, she didn't switch back, and like she just looked real old. I'll insert a picture if I can, but she just looked really really old and like real fucked up. Like when I say old, she didn't even look like a like I don't know what the hell she looked like. But it's cool. The way that they like made her look, it was really cool. But like in one time, she like her old self, Elizabeth ate a whole like big chicken, and Sue went on the dance stage, and she like was twerking or whatever, and the chicken bone came out, and she had to like take it out through her belly button. But like at the end of the movie, they like Elizabeth tries to kill Sue, but Elizabeth was like, "No, I need you. No, I need you." Cause let me get my phone. Reason like she's acting like this is like cause the substance directly aims at Hollywood and society's unreasonable beauty standards for the objectification of women. Okay? So she's like really tweaking the fuck out because she's like looking in the mirror and she does like, like it's not, like I don't even know how to describe the pain that she's probably feeling. And this is like based in like, I don't know, it's set in 1980. And so the norms back then were really like, the beauty standards were like really crazy. And the man was over, and it was just a whole bunch of old men saying shit about it. Saying shit about the way that she was looking. Saying shit about, like they loved Sue. But saying shit about Elizabeth. Elizabeth is beautiful too. But they just couldn't wrap their head around it. And it's like, girl, you're a man. Like, you'll never be able to look like fucking Elizabeth. And you probably, and it's not like, I don't like to make fun of, I don't like to talk about the way that people look. But your ass cannot be fucking talking. And I'll insert what the old man fucking looked like. How they were like, you can only use the activator once. Elizabeth ends up trying to kill Sue, but Elizabeth is like, I need you, or whatever. I think I talked about that. And Sue ends up killing Elizabeth, but she has like a New Year's party. She's hosting the New Year's on TV. She's like, shit, I gotta be there. And her teeth start to fall out. Her nails start to break off and stuff. Her ear falls off. And now you're fucked. So she's like, I'm going to use the stabilizer one more time. And she uses it one more time. And she ends up looking like, I don't know, not good. And Elizabeth's head is like on the back of the monster's head. And the monster can talk though. And she's like, I just want to be beautiful. I just want to be beautiful. And she's like, I'm beautiful. I thought you guys loved me. I thought you guys loved me. And like, she ends up dying. But yeah, that's really all. But it's really good. I didn't explain it that well. I wish I could. But you guys should totally go watch it. Because it's really good. But have a good day, guys.